In life, you have the positives, you have the negative. Some Arsenal fans in my chat saying, anyway, we'll be playing one game a week from now. Like,
Shall I tell you what? Shall I tell you how bad that is? You lot were saying that back in like 2021 when you lot got knocked out by Sporting. And you was like, it's calm, man. It's calm. Could just focus on it.
Me, at the end of the game, listen, even on tier 3, I get called reactionary. And then when people finally get on board, they're like, oh, yeah, fair enough. But like, you went early, though. You're quite reactionary. That doesn't make sense. Can you hear me?
So are you, because anybody that knows the law of Shemi Oluwashemi Lore, Lavish Kante's cousin knows that this was one of Arteta's biggest haters in the old days. But I feel like societal pressure made you calm that down and made you fall in line. Are you ready to go back to your roots?
You know what it did? It made me fold the banner. Just say it. I folded the banner.
You folded because there was a Kroenke out banner, there was a Arteta out banner, there's a Wenger banner.
Sometimes I folded it, but I didn't put it in the shed.
Oh, so it's just been in the living room?
Yeah, but in the corner.
In the corner, just away. Your missus just told, put it away, man. When are you going to put it in the shed?
After the game?
I'm going to. Just keep it in the corners, just in case I need it.
I brushed it off and knocked the dust off. Because at the end of the day, we lost to Newcastle. We lost to Newcastle, and I said, it's done. I said, I can say it's done. It's game week 10. Okay. Project. Now, I've gone to a certain point where I'm telling you, the project is done. Why the project is done? In Arteta's reign as the gaffer. Are you still with me?
I'm with you.
Share that tweet, brother. Share that tweet. Because this is all I have to say on Arsenal. You can go wax lyrical about United and you deserve it. You deserve everything.
You know, Arteta's reign as the man.
Yeah. And back to our true TF3 followers know my stance on getting rid of Arteta. It's never because, let me even drop that tweet because I've got some of my Arsenal faithful need to hear this. Yeah, my head's in Mars. Where you gone? Nah. What I was gonna say is, I hold the fort because this guy's dial-up's broken. Is he back? My bad, chat.
My bad, chat.
In all seriousness, send the tweet. But what I'm gonna say this: you don't have to fail, or you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be seen as a failure. You've been sacked. I think Arteta's taken us to the place where he can get us. Last season proved it to me because they performed at their optimum. They were excellent, and especially the back end. And the first end, the 22-23 season, they were excellent in the first half of the season. And it's a tale of two seasons. What this one goes to show is maybe that was it. They're all out of juice.
So I'll tell you, I put this in the chat earlier, and I did say this is like you lot have basically played with the same, by and large, the same team, 2 to 3 years straight with no injuries, like a pretty smooth running. Obviously, had Timber out for a season.
Yeah,
Saliba out for like a period in 2023. But for the most part, it's been smooth runnings in terms of injuries. Like you've had your
you've had no real,
and now it looked the players looked pooped. They looked pooped. They looked out of ideas, and most importantly, it looks as if without Saka is the game plan. Like without Saka,
mate.
Without Saka, there's what? Who's the next person you look for in that team to say, you know what, this person can be a match winner on their own? Because that's what Saka is for you. Like, he's a match winner on his own. You give Saka, Odegaard gives Saka the ball 5 yards away from him, and he says, Saka, please go do a mad thing. Can you take this ball, jink inside, and put it top corner? If you can, amazing. If not, we're in trouble. Now you don't even have that option, and you're looking at Martinelli. You know what Martinelli's going to give you. Down the wing, left foot cross, back post, nobody's there. Recycle the ball, try again. And he's not going to do much else than that. Havertz. At Arsenal fans singing 60 million down the drain, laughing. Say you scamming Chelsea. Oh yeah, I can't. Sometimes you just have to let the chickens come home to roost, because anybody with a brain could see where that one was going. Anyone with a
So why
brain,
was you getting onto him?
huh?
So why was you getting onto him?
Why was I getting onto you?
Yeah.
No, because you flip flop, and you know you flip flop. You flip flop. That's what you put the banner away. You put the banner away, and then you're just like, yeah, no, I backed him. He was our best striker. Da, 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 da. And I'm telling you, that's not how you was viewing it back then. Like, they tried to rewrite history, and I'm trying to be on the side of like making sure history gets told as it was. I'm trying to be on that side, because sometimes Arsenal fans will be like, "Oh yeah, no, Havertz does the job for us. He does a specific role. He runs and da 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 da." But then other times they'll be like, "Oh, he's not good enough. We need a proper gunman. We need a proper 9 up there." And I'm just trying to make sure that the timeline is like correct, and the timeline of what actually happens is what's said in the future. Because that's how winners go and dictate the history books. You know that. So if you look when I won the Premier League this season, everyone will be like, Arteta masterstroke. Havertz is the best striker in the Premier League. People are comparing Havertz and Haaland's non-penalty goals and saying, what does Haaland really offer that Havertz doesn't? Am I capping? If I tell a lie, I'll fly. If I tell a lie, I'll fly.
But it's a very annoying, because you're acting like you're not preaching to the choir. Havertz was brought in.
Saying, history gets rewritten sometimes.
Let me speak. Because Havertz got brought in and they said he was Berbatov. I said that is one of the most disrespectful comparisons I've ever seen in football.
They said it was Berbatov. Then they said he was Van Persie. Then they said he had a touch of Bergkamp. I mean, it's just whatever flows for Arsenal fans. And that's what I mean. You don't get to write history because you was doing well. You got to read. You get to write, and everyone.
My point stands. Before we divert from the point, I'm saying, regarding Arteta, let the season play out, because nothing's coming of the season anymore. You're 2-0 down, you're going up north, yeah? And you're at the FA Cup. You're not winning Champions League, you're not winning the league. For me, the bus is loading. I've turned the engine on. Inzaghi, I'll see you in summer. My point is with Arteta, you've taken us to where you've taken to get us, but I don't think you can take us over the edge. Because again, Banks, remember when we spoke about managers have certain tiers? You have the ones who can do the dogfight, the relegation, but you have the mid-table managers who do like the hipster ones, the Deserbies of this world, the Potters. Then you have the next bracket. These ones are the ones that are battling for their identity. And some people come in between them. So you get the Poch, your Brendan Rodgers, your Arteta, your Unai Emery. That's where they are. Then you get the World Cup, the winners. The winners. So for example, you can't expect Pep or Klopp or Ancelotti to go do a dogfight. They'll lose. They can't operate in that tier. I think to get to the next level, we need to sign a winner to get us to be able to win, because he's got us that close. And I respect him for all he's done. But people say Arteta can't put the ball in the back of the net. He coached the win, and that's fine to some aspects. But now it's easier to get rid of one man than to get rid of 22 players. These are your guys. Us not having a bagman is your problem.
This is literally
5 million you spent on Havertz, the 40 million you spent on Calafiori. The fact you and Edu comes at the end and says, "Oh, Sterling, we didn't plan to get him, but this is an opportunity we couldn't miss." And you going into the next window with only Sterling as your out. This is on you. This is on you.
This is literally you made the sandwich. This is the Subway. You was there looking.
You made the sandwich.
I want some cucumbers. I want a bit of that cheese. I want some ham. You made the sandwich. You made the sandwich. As Ugo Perry said, as for Shem, you went early. Proven right thus far, but it's 9 games. If 9 games was enough to make you flip, why did you believe and say all that you said at the start?
That's a great question. I believe because I'm a fan. We lost to Newcastle and I said, yeah, I've seen enough. This ain't it, yeah. Rightly so. It was early. But I'd seen enough. Unless we had a Dubai break in terms of like we come back on a Dubai thing, because I was at that point, at that tail end of the season, at halfway point last season, and then we surprised the world by going on that 14-game winning streak. But I've seen enough by the Newcastle game, and now I've more than seen enough now. But everyone's gotten to a point where give him them Dubai. Then, pardon?
I said, do you think if you take them Dubai again or work the same?
No, it's done. It's done. No, you've already used the Dubai lamp. You've already rubbed the Dubai lamp once. You can't run it again.
Where should I take them? Give us a location.
Where should he take them? He can take them. He can take them home, and he should not come back as well because it's over for everybody. Like I'm just Banks, yeah. I'm so finished, yeah. Like honestly, yeah. Because
it's a dog fight out there. It's a dog fight.
honestly, you know what the funny thing is? Because now it's causing infighting, and it's gonna get toxic because we have the what?
Somebody literally said what you're saying. Like somebody said, Saka held his fan base together because
bro, we have the Arteta sexuals. We have them saying, "Give him another window. Wait till summer." If I hear it's hard to do business in January again, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it because the players you need or the players we're crying out for have release clauses. What's hard about reading the release clause in January? If you pay and they say no, that's a different case. But there's all these fake money and PR spins. Like money just disappears at Arsenal, and then all of a sudden you don't have it. You have bread.
You had a positive. I said you had a positive net spend in the summer,
bro. So don't tell me it's hard to do business in January. And then why
your profit?
Why do you come to every January desperate for a transfer? What's that a result of? Poor squad planning. You know why? You can't tell me injuries. You know why? Oh, you can't cope for injuries. You know why? Last January we're desperate. Remember when they were talking about Ivan Toney all summer, all January? We had no injuries. The season before we were desperate because the Trossard, the Jorginho, the Caicedo era. So it's poor squad planning. You've had one good window. I'll give you 2 max out of possibly 10 windows, and you're telling there's no. Should we cancel the January window then if it's so difficult and useless for you? Should we just cancel it because City, who have the best striker in the league, have gone out there and we're in day 12 of January, 12 days into the window, and it looks like they're locked in a Marrakesh or Marrakesh. Listen, huh?
So it looks like they're gonna sign 3 players.
And they've patterned it and they've sorted it out. But Arsenal fans are saying, oh, it's difficult to do. And then you get Robbie interviewing a doctor because Saka's injured. Like, bro, it's going to get toxic. It's going to get toxic, bro. And
Let's look at the match. Let's look at the match.
No, last but not least, we are definitely not getting anyone in January because our money is helping to rebuild Los Angeles. Yeah? Stan Kroenke is putting out fires. And the LA Rams, they're playing where they're playing now. They're playing in a completely different place. And the money, what's it, a $500 billion loss in LA? You ain't getting no Isak, you ain't getting no Vic, you're getting no Mbeumo, you're getting no one. The money's in LA now. Because when you were supposed to use the money, you used it on Havertz, bro. When you're supposed to use the money, you signed an injury-prone Calafiori. When you're supposed to use the money, you signed your cousin Moreno. When you're supposed to use the money, you gave your little brother Jorginho coaching badges. When you're supposed to use the money and push people out, you're letting them play down their contracts. Oh, why is Trossard still here? That was a stopgap. Why is he still here? It was a stopgap.
This is why everyone
Sterling did one dribble today, and Sterling ripped someone, and then he thought, "Oh yeah, let me run it back," and he kept ever since that first dribble.
Sterling had me shook. I thought this was 2019 Sterling for a second. It was
he glitched. Huh? He glitched.
I thought, what? I ain't never seen you go down the outside on the right in like 4 years. I ain't seen that in years, and then he does that. Fair play, Sterling. But then, yeah, he was bullets for the rest of the match. Oh man, take climate change seriously, man. Now Arsenal can't sign no players because they've got to donate it all to LA, man. It's long. We're saying hello. Let's get through some of these comments, man. I feel for you boys. I feel for the haters. I feel for them because he lost again.
And that's where they've lost me. And that's where they've lost me. Because they're going to give him another year. They're too busy to see what's going on. They're too busy. And
shall I tell you what's mad right now? You obviously Edu is gone now, so there's nobody above Arteta to like.
And when did this last happen at Arsenal?
Well, Wenger.
Exactly. And what happened then?
It was only until it was untenable that he had to go.
Okay, so when I say it's gonna get toxic, you think I'm just trying to get a reaction or go viral? It's just gonna. We've seen the cycle. We've seen it. The Arsenal always get to the point where they get close enough. They're supposed to make and to be fair, this is the first time the first era, the owners are like, okay, cool, get the money, but you spunked it off the wall. You had one chance, and instead of you to,
Let's go through
you
the
went
comments.
into this season. You went into this season thinking Kai was enough because of the back end form of last season. Clearly, that was a purple patch.
They didn't want to see that. That's
Look
what
at
I
the
was saying.
chances today.
Back end had a lot of Arsenal fans speaking spicy about Kai Havertz. The back end of last season, and everyone thinking, yeah, you lot are pattern for the striker position. Even though he came in as a centre midfielder, he did his thing at the end of the season. And
It's failed. It failed. The quicker they say it's failed, and they
if Sesko didn't turn you lot down in the summer, wouldn't
Sesko was never happening.
You don't
This
think
is
it was
what
gonna
everyone
happen?
needs to understand. All these, there's never happening. It's never happening. It's a Fugazi, the Sesko, the Sesko, the Mudryk, thank God. The Caicedo, all that stuff's not happening. So yeah, everyone's got me kettle. Look at them calling me trying to brag. Oh, what have you done to me?
United finally win and there's a stream. What can I say, man? It was just a draw against Liverpool last week. We couldn't stream for that shit. We couldn't show just a draw against Liverpool. Come on, man. Another trophy goes missing for Arsenal. Just a normal day in the office for them, ain't it? Shout out Sandro. Love to see you in the comments. Hey, you gotta talk about your boy Martinelli, Sandro, man. It's not looking good. It's not looking toasty. It's not looking warm for you. It's not looking warm for that boy. Bank's been waiting. Passionate monologue. Hey, sometimes I just want to get things off my chest because if I don't talk, people won't hear. Oh God, do you get if I don't talk, people won't hear. When I tell you this, Arsenal's been a house of cards for a while. Hey, you were my biggest ops when I was growing up. You've always been bad. So to see you lot doing well now, it did hurt a little bit. But you could always see the cracks. There's always cracks. There's cracks to be seen.
You played against 10 men for an hour.
Nasty business.
So
nasty.
You know the most frustrating thing about how we played in the last 12 months, or how we played, let's just say this season. Yeah. Why do you need, again, with romancing the football? Why does every pass seem to go sideways or backward? Why is Raya taking more touches than some of our central midfielders? Why are you making it seem like Man United are looking solid defensively when one splitting pass opens them? The pass was always on between Kobe Mino and Ugarte. Fill the space, bro. We did it one time and the commentators are, oh, they finally found it. They caught Man United out. They catch you out. They just played one piercing pass. Bro, it's very... Play in straight lines. Stop playing sideways and backwards, bro. And it's not hard. Liverpool do it every fucking week. Watch when Gravenberch gets on the ball, McAllister gets on the ball. Every pass is driven, bro. Kai Havertz, why are you playing right wing? Why do you drift to the right wing? Why? Hey, what about the extra money that Rice is fine? Like nothing's wrong with Rice.
Rice came on, he did well, to be fair. He came on and he did well.
Rice, nothing was a dead comment. He's just trying to get a bite. Why did you? Nothing's wrong with Rice.
It's calm. They put that money back in their pocket, though. They're not trying to give West Ham any extra money for that.
No, Rice is fine. The people I've named, man.
Obi. I heard you support Crystal Palace now. That's why I hear
the Palace game. Get him off.
I heard you're a Palace supporter now. Come to the front of the church and say whether it's true or not, Obi. Because I heard you. So I heard you disowned. I heard you dumped Bitcoin when it was at $1. You could have bought $1 of Bitcoin and you dumped. Just $1.
Don't let Obi come back into the stream. He's a Palace boy. He's a Palace guard now.
Palace fan.
He's a Palace boy.
Oh wait, we got Jason in the building. Shemi's biggest up. Oluwa Shemi, Oba Shemi Layo. What are you winning this season? How many times did he call your name?
This guy's a disgrace. He had to wait for an Arsenal loss to get a picture in his StreamYard. Before it was just a J. Now Arsenal lose, he's putting all passport pictures on his thing. I'll be damned. I'll be bloody damned.
Oh, man called you 3 names and he's asking. Come on, it's not even a Zaha error. It's not the only. Yeah, you're a sicko, Obi, man. Let's talk about the actual game. So going into the game, obviously, coming off the back of a 2-0 loss for Arsenal in the League Cup first leg semi-final. How's you feeling going into the game? Did you think this was a winnable game for Arsenal? Home
No,
versus
nah,
United.
nah.
Why didn't you think it was a winnable game?
Because it's a question of like, if we score our corners, then we win. That was it.
That's it. That's the
Yeah,
only
that's
way.
what I thought was, if we scored our corners, then we win. You're not scoring any. You don't create chances, and the few chances you do create, you ain't got bagsmen. Do you get? So them man need like 6 chances and 6 clear-cut chances to score 1. Yeah, and we don't create 6 clear-cut chances, so we need corners. And now our corners have lost potency because we've lost one of our best corner kickers. Generally, this was to come.
Hey, when I saw that Bayinde was starting, but Rice wasn't starting, I was like, God gives, God takes away. Because if Rice was on the corners for all in that first half,
Rice needs to be the ones putting the missiles in, not Odegaard. And it's God, what a horror show! What a horror show from him.
We're gonna talk about perform individual.
And make Gabriel Magalhaes the captain as well.
Ooh, now we're potting. You're stripping him.
Just give it back.
Take it off him.
Yeah, take it off him. Always romancing the ball, never attacking the space. There's a couple of chances, The ball's literally. Why are all your touches inverted? Why can't your touches be towards the goal?
I know it was the right hand side. It was the right hand side. He could have bombed forward. He had space. And then he cut back.
And then you cut back. You're looking at brother. Stop. What are you doing? Attack the space, bro. Easy to defend. So stop telling me they had a masterclass. Maguire had a masterclass. Stop telling me like, they were resolute. It's so easy to defend. Everything's in front of you. Nothing's positive. No one attacks the space. Oh my god. My god. It's so annoying because and then you get Trossard and they can't them just arcing their runs all back towards your own half every single time. Can't release the ball quickly. Dumb and dumber. 2 idiots on the wing.
Let's look at your midfield. So you had usual back 4, I guess.
Jorginho's fantastic today.
You think so?
I think he was our best player. By far. Only 2 people. He played well. Skelly played okay, but them 2, everyone else can kick rocks.
What did you make of a lot has been said about Marino's performances? I think he had 14 touches.
He's got to go back to Spain and take Arteta with him. He's got to go back to the Basque country. He's not.
What did you think? What sort of player did you think you were buying before you bought him?
I thought it was Xhaka with more tech.
Physical.
I thought it was Xhaka with more tech, like crash the box. Because obviously the Euros cameo, he came on as a sub a couple of times, but he would crash the box. But in the summer, it was between him apparently and Fabian Ruiz, and I was like, bro, you better get Fabian Ruiz because he's a proven baller. Same age, same profile, same build, same nationality. I thought he's surplus to requirements at PSG. Cool. There's like this Marino. I don't know too much about him, but what I've seen in Euros is okay. I thought he'll crash the box. Doesn't even score his chances like that. Doesn't score his chances. Doesn't shoot well. Just glides around the pitch like a giraffe. Just wins duels. And just very forgettable. When we started the game, it took me long to realize who the third midfielder was. After Odegaard and Jorginho, I was like, he's playing. Yeah. Bury that white kid. Bury that white kid.
Oh yeah, you lot keep losing. I don't think you'll have won with that white kid. Never won. You are trying to end knife violence, but not inspiring nobody with them.
Projecting the violence onto yourself.
Legit. Somebody said if you get caught with a knife, you gotta go watch this Arsenal performance back. It's disgusting out here, man. Ugo said, no lie, Arsenal should have won. Crap game, but credit to them.
Didn't. It doesn't matter what you should have won. You should have won last year in the FA Cup against Liverpool. You didn't. You should have won the year before against Man City, but you didn't. Doesn't matter. You didn't win.
Knockout games are brutal. You don't take two. You don't pull out the performance on the day and you're done. Hey, Kai Havertz, the
chances. But this is the thing. It's not just this game.
Let me try.
It's not just this game. It's not just this game. It's not just this game. Kai Havertz missed 2 sitters this game. The Newcastle game, he missed. Oh my god! And it's like one of his strengths was supposed to be heading.
This is generally what I sent into my group chat when I saw Havertz miss the chance. Am I going to be able to show it? I don't even know. I literally said Havertz is a special talent that's not easy. When I saw him miss his 2 chances, I was genuinely like, that's not easy because I saw him do the same thing.
Why did he blaze the ball over the bar? Like what?
I saw him do the same thing against Newcastle midweek, and I was like, "Raw,
He blazed the ball over the bar, and then you're looking at him like, how did he complete a 90 minutes?
Because you have nothing else. What? Who else? Now Gabriel Jesus is crooked.
And why do we have nothing else? And why do we have nothing else?
Hey,
okay. And whose man's is Havertz?
Talk to your guy.
Okay.
Whose man's is?
So you got Moreno was he's so washed. We ended the game with Partey doing a back heel, nearly making you not concede score a goal again. Like, I just knew when they went to extra time, you knew United was winning. Calm. Because
Odegaard, top 3 midfielder in the world according to JP.
He in the world, not in the Prem, not the world.
Top 3 midfielders in the Prem. I don't know, man. I'm looking at him differently now. I was always a very big Odegaard is better than Bruno.
So you're looking at him differently because of this United, because of the last couple months.
Not this United game, just him without Saka, and him really even with Saka over the last few weeks in December and everything.
So which 3 is better than him?
Say again.
So which 3 in the Prem are better than him?
What, attacking midfielders?
The question is midfielders. Which 3 are better than him?
You're
quick to say you're looking at him differently. So who's better than him?
I'm looking at him differently. I can't lie.
So who's better than him?
Off the top of my head.
Yeah, off the top of your head.
Matters.
No,
Maddison.
He doesn't even play. Yeah. He's a bench warmer at Spurs. If he's that good,
I'm taking Curtis Jones over Odegaard. I'm taking Curtis Jones over Odegaard. Top of my head, I'm putting Ahmad in the 10 before Odegaard. Top of my head, taking Cole Palmer before Odegaard. Top of my head, I'm taking Iliman in Jai before Odegaard. See, they don't like controversial takes.
Be serious.
I'm being serious.
What happened to Gabriel Jesus? Joke aside, I don't know.
I think he done his knee, you know. I never see they took it. Usually they just hobble.
Odegaard played well for the 4 games he came back that first month, and that was it.
I gotta talk about.
And he still had a better season than Enzo Fernandez. That's what's crazy.
Oh, JC, you gotta have that.
That's what's absolutely crazy. As crap as Odegaard's been, he still had a more impactful season than Enzo Fernandez.
Jason, fight back.
No, leave him, man. I'm not competing with him. That's a dud. But
I gotta talk about my dogs. I gotta talk about my dogs. Minus Dallo. He's a joker. Minus Dallo. I gotta shout out every single one of those United players, minus Dallo and Højlund, actually, because Højlund was us. Well, each of them.
You see the Højlund thing, yeah? You see the Højlund thing. So can you agree now it's white privilege? So when I said with Højlund, how you lot analyze black players and how you treat white players, because even the commentary, Alan Shearer saying stuff like it's unfair how they're treating Højlund. It shouldn't be him playing all these games. They should be pulling him in and out of the team. He's got potential. There is nothing I have seen with Rasmus Højlund that says he's got something that he's got the potential to hold on to. He tries to run.
Højlund is 2 years away from being 2 years away. He's 2 years away from being. He's 2 years away from being 2 years away. He's generally just
he's 2 years away from being 2 years away. He's shown nothing footballing wise that suggests that it's a talent to hold on to. Nothing.
He shouldn't. It's not right that he's a leading striker for Manchester United. The level that he's at right now, I agree with that. I was on last couple of seasons or last season. I was of the thinking that he would grow into the role, but he needs a
damn thing. What did he show you?
I agree. He needs a lot more work than we can afford to give him.
Did you not give Xerxes this much of a room? Give Xerxes this much room to like grace? No one gives Xerxes that much grace.
Hey, you don't need to tell me twice that Xerxes hasn't been given fair rope. Although
he hasn't given half as much grace. Half.
Although Xerxes been crap too, I agree. He hasn't been given half as much rope. I agree. Xerxes hasn't been good, but he hasn't been given half as much rope. But I still think he's been like. I don't even know. He's still been better than what Højlund has given us. At the end of the day, I think we need to sell Højlund because he's just too he needs another move.
He's not good enough to play in the Prem. Done.
Not right now. He's not.
He's not right now. How do you think he is?
He's 20. He's 21.
You sure he's not 22?
He's 21.
What's his boy? Look at Liam Black, who's 21.
He's
A
22
bad
and he's
one.
a lot more developed. I agree. That's what I'm saying. He needs to go and develop his game somewhere, and then maybe come back towards the end, towards later on in his career. But right now, it's not him. It's not his. It doesn't make sense for him to be our leading striker.
He's 22 in 3 weeks.
So he's 21.
Mm.
Yeah. Make me pull out the maths. Hey man, shout out Maguire. Anything that came into your box was yours.
You had a
Anything.
free.
Magnet.
Yeah, but my thing is this: if you see Maguire playing them kind of games, why are you still crossing the ball? This is what I don't understand. It's like, are we too like, you know, when sometimes you feel like, okay, are we not smart enough? Like us
No,
as
but
fans.
the alternative to you lot just flinging crosses into the box is trying to genuinely like cute interplay to break us down. The players that you have, you lot don't have that in your locker.
I don't think it took into. I think all it takes is one pass, or it takes one person to drive.
Who's playing the passes?
Gabriel played the passing once to Odegaard. It's not your professional footballer.
Cool. He plays the pass into Odegaard. You're now in transition. Now you play it to your attacker. You need good decision makers. 1v1, who do you trust in your forward line to make good decisions on the counter?
He's not playing.
Saka.
Yeah,
That's it. So it's easy to say like, because I remember.
No, but you're breaking it down play by play, and I'm saying like in these situations,
it's not even play by play.
Situations, Odegaard had the ball on the edge of the box, drive with the ball, and shoot. Every Arsenal going to have to create separation and shoot every time, laying off, block. Like, what are you doing? It's not.
No, but deep. We played a pretty deep block. We was defending pretty deep. It's not as simple as one piercing through ball.
It is.
It's not.
If I could rewind the match and do freeze frames, it is because the deep block. Because you were playing a deep block, but you can get.
Are you talking about the second third, or are you talking about in the third? Or in the final? I say, you talking about in the second third, or are you talking about in the final third?
I'm talking about in the second third.
In the second third,
there's places where we're on the halfway line and you guys are just outside the edge of your box. It doesn't, and then slowly we're moving into playing into one half. I'm saying when we're dancing with the ball on the edge of the box, all it takes is a shot. Yeah, the alternative is a shot, or it takes one more pass rather than a cross. Is what I'm saying. And you're just looking at it like, calm down.
That's why I think when it comes to playing that final pass, I don't think you have enough players that can play that pass. I generally like you said Gabriel, cool. On the off chance, Gabriel's not a playmaker that's going to be able.
No, he's not. But I'm saying why I use Gabriel as an example is because he's not a specialist. He's just a professional footballer who sees the open pass. And then it's also a multitude of things in that even when you play that driven pass with Arsenal and they're through, they give you life because they do a touch back towards their goal. Odegaard bangs that. Trossard does it because he arcs his run back towards the goal. Martinelli does it. And then when Martinelli tries to go forward and you shepherd him out of play, he looks hard done by. I'm just tired of seeing people who just are brain dead and they just lack tech.
That's you lot's forward line right now, man. There's no one I look at in your forward line that I think if you give
Kobe
them
Minor's not fit.
Why do you think that?
Gasping for air, looking for his inhaler every second. He's not fit.
That's cap. See, this is what I mean. You lot run with an agenda. You run with an agenda, and then
you can't tell me nothing.
It must be facts. It might I thought it now.
I think Maguire was absolutely imperious today. I think Maguire was peak. I think the goalkeeper was peak. I think De Ligt was.
He was peak in the second half. First half, he was having a stink. He can't kick.
Bro, I thought his toes hurt, his toes broken, but after a while I clocked, oh wow, he actually can't kick. You ain't seen this stuff. We went under 11 in primary school where the centre back has to take the goal kick.
Bro, do you remember Barry, the Ivory Coast keeper?
I'm done, Barry. Yeah.
Barry that couldn't take goal kicks. That's who he is. He
kept climbing towards the dugout. Like there was a magnet bending the ball towards the dugout. You're thinking
every single time. Whoever taught him how to take goal kicks.
And the sad part is, if you don't try to build out the back of him, you're in trouble because he can't kick.
Yeah, he can't kick. Yeah, he genuinely can't kick. Everything was just bending towards the touch. I'm like, bro, you've done this.
Where do you go from here?
Where do we go?
Yeah,
go to Southampton.
As Bruno said.
Man who can't do the 90.
You can't.
Mainly
And you have to
played-
admit that he's not
Mainly-
fit. And I don't know
Mainly's
what
played-
20-year-old. I
Mainly-
don't know what 20-year-old is that unfit. Does he smoke?
Mainly's played many 90s before. I don't see where this belief that he can't do 90 minutes.
What 19-year-old is that unfit?
What do you mean? What 19-year-old is that unfit? What's this expectation that the 19-year-old has to finish out the game?
No, because he ain't got the lungs. It's just all heavy and.
See, you're seeing what you want to see. You're seeing what you want to see.
And
And
you know what? The next time I'm gonna pause it and play it, and then I'll send it to you. I'll text it.
you're sending a professional athlete breathing heavily while doing.
I'll send you a professional athlete getting ram past. I'm telling you, a professional athlete getting ram past and looking heavy.
Who ran past him? Who consistently ran
Everyone
past
in
him?
midfield. Everyone.
See, who? Marino, who you just said was crap.
Exactly. That's what's sad. That's what's sad.
Marino, he's had 14 touches. How many times is he going to run
I
past
didn't say
him?
touches. I didn't say touches. I said ran past.
So if he's running past him without the ball. What do you want him to do? Just grab him
Run
for no
with him.
reason.
Track his
Just
man.
grab him for no reason.
Track his man.
Huh?
Run with him. Track his man.
But clearly he was because he
Guys,
didn't.
it's simple X and O's. I'm not going to teach you X and O's on the stream, bro.
No, don't teach me X and O's. I want you to stop chatting rubbish. I want you to. Because you can say can say things. You can say men who can't do a 90 minutes. And then when I ask you lot to actually,
I literally just gave it to you. I said people was running past him off the ball.
You said all the midfielders were running past him, but that's not true, was it?
Ball, yeah.
It wasn't true.
I'll get you clips, brother. I'll get you clips.
So you'll get me clips. And what the clips are going to show me? What are the clips going to show me?
You're running past him off the ball and him losing his man. The only difference
when
is
they run past him off the ball, what did that result into? Like, what does that?
But that's not Kobe Maino's problem. Kobe Maino's problem is if that ball got through, he's in trouble.
If the ball gets through, he's in trouble. But the ball never got through.
Brother, listen to your brother here. Banks, you defended him too hard. He can't finish the 90, and that's fine. Just take it for what he is, a chubby boy.
A chubby, but this is what I mean. I want you lot to genuinely understand what you're saying. I want you lot to understand what you're saying because it's not making sense. But I digress. As I said, the boys finished many 90 minutes, so the idea that he can't do 90 is whatever. Menu, excellent player. Good little 80 minutes. We'll take 8 minutes and the win. We'll take 80 minutes and the win. We'll take it. Where do we go from here? We're going to Southampton. We need to just string games together where we win. We can't worry too much about what the table looks like, what the cups look like, all of that. We've been too bad for the whole season to worry about all of that. We just need to win our next game because when we saw with Manchester City, we had a great performance against City, and then we go and lose 3 on the bounce, whatever. So we gotta just go and win our next game. Shout out Maguire, shout out Xerxes, nice little cameo, and you scored the winning penalty. Happy, I love that for you. Wave the fans off. See you later. I love that for you, Xerxes. Ugarte, dog fight out there. I've warmed to you, Ugarte. You know, I've warmed to you because you're a dog. And we've been missing dogs out there. The technique is still, but I've warmed to you because you're one thing I know you're not. Oh my God, wait, I even forgot the most important thing. For the first time in, I feel to say 5 years, I've seen this group of Manchester United players actually protect each other, actually stand up for each other. Because that disgrace, we didn't even talk about the disgrace of the refereeing performance that I saw today. Anthony, whatever your name is, you can never be well with you for that performance.
Oh my God, that penalty. Oh my. The referee even tried to cheat with us. Oh my God. Bro, he pointed to the spot, yeah. Do you know what I thought he did? I thought he gave a free kick to you, look.
Brother,
I said, wait, what?
Brother, I looked at it because I know there's no VAR, so I know the penalty was.
No, but then I forgot. I was like, oh, obviously we seen it. I was like, oh crap, there's no VAR. Wait, is he gonna? Man lost the ball. Maguire went like that to shield the ball, and he gave a penalty. I said, they have given us life.
And I'm glad the United players turned that shit into a ruckus. I'm glad. Sometimes you just need to turn shit.
Sometimes you need to start beating.
Brother, everyone should have helped. Start fucking up.
I was so confused, bro. Man pointed to the spot. I said, swear. And then you know what? When the referee gives you life, because he's done his job, he's got his envelope. Referee gives you life, he's done his job. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to finish. You're supposed to finish
you
the
have
job.
to finish the dinner. You have to. Odegaard just got to finish his dinner. He's laid it on a plate for you. He's laid it
The
on a
referee
plate.
literally gave you the game, bro. You have no excuse. The referee gave you the game. Like, I completely forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up. That penalty was criminal. That penalty was criminal. Oh my! I was shocked. I was like, because when they showed the replay, I was like, oh wait, he's clotheslined him. No, wait, hold on.
He's touched his chest. He's literally done this. I haven't seen Maguire lose his head like that in a long time. He lost his head. Ugarte was all trying to headbutt thing. Yeah, mad Greece flashbacks. You want some?
But yeah, they said you should have got sent off for that headbutt though.
Yeah, you could. Hey, that's what I'm saying. No VAR. If VAR was there, you probably get sent off still.
Swear.
Yeah, 100%. But referee was all looking at Maguire. Do you know in WWE when the referee's got his back turned, so Eddie Guerrero can come with a steel chair? Boosh. That's what Ugarte was on. We actually the worst thing is I love shit like that, but we actually can't get rid of VAR because these referees are too incompetent for that. They're generally too incompetent for that. You can't like if we had to go back to the refereeing performance that I saw today.
Everett said breaking news: Arsenal Netflix show season 21 loading. That's joke.
Hey man, he said what he said about Arsenal. There's always a next season. On the Netflix thing, there's always a next season for Arsenal. Legit. Oh man, nah man, dogs out there, man. Everyone get home safe. If you're a Manchester United fan going back to Manchester, get home safe. Get home safe.
I'm staying down there.
Amazing. You're having a piss up.
If I'm from Manchester, I'm staying down.
Nah, everyone got work in the morning.
We got Tamworth.
Legit. Hey, do you think there should be replays? Do you think there should still be replays?
No.
Nah. No. You're not here for the.
Who wanted to go play that match again? That match was awful.
That's true. To be fair. I like the pen, but for the Tamworths and the Bromleys and them things of the.
No. Listen. You know me. Get your money up. Get your money up. All this like we need to do it for the small club. Get your money up. All this for the gate receipts. Get your money up. I ain't here to feed families. Get your money up.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Ow. We digress. Shemilayo, what are we winning this season? Do you want to end on that note? Do you want to end the Arsenal thing on that note? What do you think the end of the season looks like for you?
What else is there to do in?
You got Champions League. You've got second leg of the Carling Cup.
If Jason tries to threaten me, I'm kicking him off the stream. What kind of stupid comment is that? Laughing?
Until he answers, I'm not leaving.
We're nothing there with him.
Mikel in or out?
No, the banner's done. No, that will stay the end of the season. But it's not even. But you see, this is what I want to make very clear. I'm not even like take it out, like on an angry thing. I'm just like, you've done your part. You've shelled still. You've done well. Like that. You're not kicking him out of your house, but it's like the party's over, bro. You gotta go home.
Done, yeah.
And that's what I'm on.
Uber's booked. So what? Who's booking Uber?
Yeah. Just book the Uber. Uber.
Now we'll split when we get back to London. We'll split when we get back to Ensborough. Just
book it first. And this is it. See, Jason gets it now, and I've been consistent. You're the man before the man.
You think Inzaghi's the man for you lot?
We'll see. I want a winner.
You'll see.
Which winner's available? Put the winners on the table, bro. You got a winner and a manager that can coach transitions, can coach attacks, and has won a league, and has a good cup run. Ancelotti's not available, so he's giving us a good platform to kick on, and personally, here's the overarching thing: I don't trust him with transfers no more.
Ooh,
I don't trust him with transfers, and I don't know if the Cronkies will trust him with transfers, and I don't even know if the money's now available because like I said, our money's in LA right now. Shout out the families going through what they're going through in LA, but our money's with the Rams.
Oh my God! Yeah, nah, literally, because there's no deep, you got no director of football right now. So if
So
it's
he
like,
answers to himself. I
if it's
saw
like
us
that,
linked.
then you can
I
have
saw us linked with
control.
Arojo. I've been seeing us linked to some defenders, bro. What? You should start banging guys. You should start switching on man in the press that are linking us to defenders because that's blasphemy. How dare you,
Does it look like I need defenders right now?
bro?
Does it?
As much as it's a stopgap, Vico has a release clause. Victor Gyökeres has a release clause. Isak, we know you can't get. In Mbeumo, he plays for Brentford. Put the money down. As they can shackle all they want. By the end of the day, they'll take the money. Do you get what I mean? Man are there to get got. And then we're looking, if we want to backdate it, obviously we can't affect the past. All the people we've named, they were available. Isak was available. You turned your nose up at it. Kudus was available. You turned your nose up at it. Bruno G was available with you, Edu, as well, doing pitmaster, doing barbecues all around the country, but you couldn't get your countrymen. Instead, you're signing Marquinhos and some. Bro, all these men were available at one point to come to Arsenal. And what did you do? You shut the bed.
Sat on your hands. Hey, man. Yesterday, I went to Liverpool, see the Liverpool versus Accrington Stanley FA Cup match. I was asking some of the Scousers around the place. Scousers are very nice people. First time I've ever been Liverpool. They're actually generally very nice people. Only learned that when I went there. I asked them, do you think if Trent leaves at the end of the season, he go down as a legend? Now, most said yes. Some said, nah, he's more in the Robbie Fowler. No, not Robbie Fowler, but he's in the tier below Gerrard. They mentioned Gerrard and they said he can't get into that party. What do you think?
Why?
Sean?
Why?
They said he can't get into the Gerrard party.
Why? Because he's leaving.
Yeah, because he's leaving. He has to genuinely
Gerrard
stay.
wanted to leave. It doesn't count. At the end of the day, he's in the Gerrard tier because he's a right back, and he's produced what he's produced at right back, and for a long time been the best right back in the world. The reason you're in this situation is not on him; it's on FSG.
That's what I said. That's what I was arguing the other day. Like, especially more so for the Salah situation, Salah and Van Dijk situations.
All three of them. This is a catastrophic howler from your ownership for the three best players in the club to all be running out in the contract in the same summer. I've never seen this in any club ever. That's like you hear one. Okay, this Ozil's next year, Sanchez is this year, or you hear Pogba's this year. You hear like split years. All three, one summer. You couldn't pattern one contract. How stingy are you? Then you don't want them. Then you don't want it.
That's the argument that I was making, because although people are getting onto Salah because he's like antagonizing all the ownership with posting the pictures of him, Trent and Van Dijk, and making all the comments. I was saying you can't, like, as an ownership, as a serious football club who has some of the best players in the world, how are you in a situation where your best players do not feel valued enough to get a new contract, or to think that they're going to get a new contract? If it was at Real Madrid and Vinicius could never, like, as long as Vinicius is performing at
as long as they want him,
as long as they want him, he could never ever think, and what do I need to do to get a new contract?
By 18 months, if it's not patterned, they'll just sell you, and that's it. Or they'll make it very nasty for you, and they'll make it very obvious you're the issue. Liverpool, FSG have just been ghosts. It's not even, you don't even know who's at fault. So
that's it. Like, it's Salah that gets the questions every week. It's Salah that's asked what's happening.
You know why though?
But FSG, like, nobody asked FSG, nobody asked the Liverpool leadership, what's happening with the Salah contract. So it's like when I see Salah like responding all the time, or like it's on him because he's getting asked the questions. The pressure's like everyone's asking him.
To be honest,
you say you don't need to be honest.
You don't interview owners generally, so I guess.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why the pressure's always on the players, and like the eyes are always on the players. And like they could be like, if Salah's quiet, then nobody knows how anybody feels. And Salah just like because they're not giving Salah what he wants. That's clearly what, because Salah said it. That's clearly what we know. They're not giving him what he wants. If Salah wasn't to say anything, everyone would be like, "What's going on?" Like, and I'm
happy you had a great time.
Everyone will be like, "Oh, Salah wants to leave," because that Trent's not said anything. Like, at the end of the day, Trent hasn't said anything. He hasn't said he wants to go to Real Madrid. He hasn't said, "Oh, I'm leaving." He hasn't said none of this. He's just not opposite to Salah. He just said nothing, and Liverpool fans are still getting onto him. So you really can't win in this situation. As the player, you really can't win in this situation. And there's nothing you can do to win in this situation because until you sign a contract that's in front of you, regardless of if it's a good contract for you, the fans are gonna hate on you. FSG gotta be the worst owners ever. Hey man, relax. Obi, I know you're a Crystal Palace fan right now, but Glazers are still there.
Yeah, go there see what Steve Parish is doing. Hey, brother.
Glazers are still there. Oh, did you see?
Congratulations, man.
Zidane about to become the France manager, fulfilling the prophecy.
Ooh, okay.
The champs is stepping down, man. Just on some roundup news. Kyle Walker leaving, looking like he's going to leave City. What sort of legacy do you think he leaves in the Premier League?
For me, he leaves the award. That's what he leaves. Kyle Walker's.
Because he's leaving the football technically? Do we have to change the award name?
Yeah, because he's going to leave the football. I respect it and I think he probably watched this a couple of times. And when he got branded, became the sponsor, he said, "No, I can't have that."
That's too much. It's too far.
Yeah.
Let's get into some awards before we leave. You just start the week.
You haven't been here for a while. I'll give it Ruben Amorim.
Ruben Amorim.
Yeah.
Why Ruben?
Huh?
So why Ruben Amorim?
Because of the Liverpool result and now the Arsenal result, massive. Considering he was in a relegation battle before that Liverpool game, now it's looking on the up.
We're still in that shit.
What about for you? Who's your star of the week?
I'm gonna give my star of the week to. I'm gonna give it to Bruno Fernandes. Back-to-back big performances.
Yeah. No, but I don't. Today was okay, but the Liverpool game was sensational.
Liverpool game was sensational, and today he's just like more time in a big game. Okay. You see him going like you see him going AWOL. You see him like playing.
Today outside. Was okay. Today was okay, but I understand why I give it to him because that Liverpool game, he's never played like that before in his life, ever.
Never. He played out his skin.
He played
out his skin for that one. The Kyle Walker leave the football before the football leaves your award. Who are you giving it to?
Kai Havertz.
Why Kai?
We know why.
Nah, so you got to put some. If
Kai Havertz, we're giving it to you because the chances you've missed in the last two games have cost Arsenal and predominantly Mikel Arteta, someone who's backed you to backed you to a fault. Yeah, you might be costing his job. The two chances against Manchester United, the chance against Newcastle, your inactivity in games, your cowardness in terms of receiving the ball, passing back to where it came from, dropping away from the back line to receive the ball and do nothing with it. The fact you can't strike a ball, the fact you don't drive the ball, the fact that your strengths is of everything to do that doesn't concern a football, like attacking space or winning duels and being rough. That's why you are won Kyle Walker's award for leave the game for the game.
Fair enough, man. I asked for an explanation and you gave it.
And the white Arsenal kit, the no knife.
Oh, yeah, I think that one deserves it more than Kai Havertz, you know.
Yeah, the no knife crime kit.
My Kai Havertz. I was about to give the sponsor to Kai Havertz. My Kyle Walker leave the game before the game leaves you award goes to Jack Grealish. What I saw this weekend from you, a pity penalty against Salford City, and that's not even the worst thing. I'm seeing the academy players give you like taps on the bum. I was like, nah, this is sickening. This ain't the Jack Grealish that was running around Brum like Pack. This ain't the Jack Grealish that had Bullring on look. This ain't him. For you to even take that penalty, you knew.
You don't take that penalty.
You knew you were slimy. You knew that. Because if it was a Premier League match, a Champions League match,
You ain't
you'd be
taking
like,
it. And you're 0-0, you ain't taking that penalty.
you're 12th in line to take that penalty. You're 12, but you wanted to bang it on Southend City. That's nasty business. That was nasty business. That's why you gotta get the award for this week. You gotta get the award for this.
That's
week.
a good shout.
Yeah, nah. It was as soon as I saw, I was like, nah, that's nasty business.
This is nasty business.
I knew your agenda, and it was still bad. It was still bad. You know how bad it is. You know how bad it is. The goal scoring, the goalless run goes on. It doesn't.
Yeah. You still have to score.
It doesn't count. Until you score against a team that's 3.5 stars minimum on FIFA,
or at least on FIFA.
Yeah. If you score against a team like that, then the drought ends. But until then, the streak lives. Word to Undertaker, the streak lives. What a game! What a week of football! United.
Man, no, that was funny. All right, cool.
Diogo Dalot, me and you will tussle. We'll tussle, brother. We'll tussle.
He's a good defender, they said.
Everybody, get home safely. Enjoy your Sunday foods.
Enjoy your weekend.
Subscribe to the channel. All of that good stuff. I've been your host, Banks, joined by my ever faithful co-host, Lavish Oluwashemi Loria, Kante's cousin. Make sure you have a good week. That's all we ever ask. Just go and have a good week. Lock in with us next time.